do, 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 do. Yes, that was Wretches and Kings by Linkin Park, and next we'll have Daisy by Doozy Doos. How's it going, folks? Welcome. Goodness sake. Welcome to the stream. It's Sunday, which means it's Nerman Sky Day for Streamer Doodles. Mike Richards, awesome to have you. Shaday's do good, sir. Today we're going to be sorting out the multi-tool that we picked up in the expedition. So, this is not it. Oh, there it is. However, I actually wish I'd picked up the experimental. At the time, I just picked it up because we're streaming and doing like a fast run. But I wish I'd picked up the experimental because I didn't know it was there. But then I tested all the planets after. There is also a royal we should go for. The royal is actually the same as experimental when it comes to mining. Ooh, so yeah, let's pick that up first. Hello, Governor. How's it going, Sway? Forking crazy. Warwick learning. Awesome to have you guys. It's your day to do. Happy Sunday. Wake up in the late afternoon. There's also... So that's crap. But like when you started this expedition, remember, this one's really good. Everyone has a really good X-Class tech. I forgot to mention it in like a step-by-step or whatever. But definitely package that and take it with you. When you go back to whatever save you're on. Because even though we did a load of epic ones, that might be better than we already have. Worth checking and all that, the jasm, for goodness sake. Also, remember to sell all your technology. Because it almost certainly won't convert it to nanites. I haven't checked for this one, but I don't see how they'd have fixed it in one thing and not put in the patch notes. Yo, Space Weasel, Sarah the Wise, awesome to have you guys. Right, so let's first get that other one. Now, my phone's over there, so I'll have to do it via the comments section on the YouTubes, on the desktop, on the Glaven, because there was someone in my recent video saying how to get that multi-tool. Saying where there's a royal one. There's a couple of people said it. So, oh yeah, actually, I should definitely put where you can get this multi-tool if you want it. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. So, the multi-tool we have. And pin that. And do the same on Twitch. And then pin that. There we go. I don't know why I'm making weird noises now, but it's happening and you're here for it. Well done. Cool. Well, an achievement it was, but it was one. Alright, okay. Call me special. special little boy. Right, anyway, fucking. So I made myself laugh at least. So where can I find this? I just need to scan the comments for one that has, there we go, coordinates in it. Planet Kuru Tau in the first system, Al-Khaybar. Whenever I hear Al-Khaybar, it always reminds me, I think I actually mentioned this last week, of the Heilung song. It's is it in Major? No, that's the album. I'm not sure if that's the song. It's the one that was on Hell something 2. Damn it. Oh, Senua's Sacrifice, you know, 2. Second one. He was on the trailer for that, the announcement trailer, about 4 or 5 years ago in Game Awards. That's what got me into Heilung, and they're awesome. I recommend them. I've seen them live. Amazing. But anyway, it reminds me of one part in that, which I'm not gonna abuse your ears by trying to sing. Oh, look at all that flying. I suppose you should defo do a stream. Oh, what's this? Right, so that was a cheeky Men Without Hats ref. Was that a cheeky Men Without Hats ref? What was the reference? that you're thinking was a Men Without Hats ref. I'm not sure. Men Without Hats isn't super familiar. Oh, you can answer your. Oh yeah, you can leave your friends behind. I don't think it's when is Men Without Hats the name of the band who did the safety dance? If so, then yes. Do 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 do. Otherwise, yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, it was, yeah. But it's actually Scrubs that got that reference in my head when I think Turk is going away from JD and he's saying you can dance if you want to, you can leave your friends behind, and then he starts going S-S-S-S-A as he's like backing off from him. It's so stupid. Right, so we now need to... Oh, hi, Ogrid Bearded Day. What up, old explorer? How's it going? Good day's a good sir. Al-Kaiba. It might be... I think what he says in the song is like... Al-Kaiba, maybe. It's after he goes... The start of the song. Now that song is going to be stuck in my friggin' head all night. But yeah, seeing them live, if you ever get a chance to see Highland live, do it. They're expensive on the solo tour. I managed to see them at Download. So, you know, they were one of like many bands playing. It's like a full-on Viking pagan fever dream. There's just people dressed like they're from the Feywild, dancing like around a fire, half naked, with like an axe and shit. Like, it's insane. Like it is fever dreamy for like the hour plus set they do, and like all the music's super rhythmic with like 8 different drums and stuff. And Dane forgets. I have not forgotten. It's Dark Lord Zelric's birthday, by the way. Oh, you mean to put it in the Discord? I did forget about that. Damn it. Damn it, yes, thank you. I did set it up again there. I always set it up and I always forget. Fuck's sake. Dark Lord is a legend. But yeah, it's Dark Lord Zelric's birthday today, and you should totally, give him a happy birthday in the chat, guys. What day is he? Dark Lord Zelric has been a part of this channel for 8 years. Yeah, but thank you for the reminder. Unfortunately, the one that he wanted me to do something today in No Man's Sky, I can't really do it because I assume you've read why. But yeah. And right, yeah, I need so we're at Al-Kaiba. Yo, Nariman. Hi, bro. I don't know if you remember, but like 6 months ago when I was new to the game, I came to your stream, asked about ships, compare that to EVE Online, even. I'm so glad they released Corvette. NMS is perfect. Hey, hells yeah. So, I remember someone talking about EVE Online in the chat, because that very rarely actually happens, weirdly enough. But, 6 months of streams ago. But I'm glad. Good to see you. Good to see you back, man. Glad you're doing well. Damien, yo. Hells yeah, Falcon. So we need... Oh, I think I need to... reload on Cody. Kuruto. 4 supercharged slots with an L shape. Someone mentioned it, but I think they gave slightly different instructions. If you load on Cody, yeah, it's a lovely blue and gold one. Oh yeah, so it's a royal, so it's a different colour based on where you reload. So we can just have a look. Yeah, cool. That person did not give full coords. So thank you to Scott Ross 8 who gave me the coords for this as well. So let's have a look. Kurutau. There we go. The hot and sexy scorched planet. Hey, yes? What? What, Dark Lord? What's going on? What have I forgotten now? Did I forget to change the title on Twitch? I'm sure I changed the title on Twitch. Yeah, correct. What the hell's he on about then? Stop giving me hints and tell me. He's so mean. Or is he annoyed that I told everyone it's his birthday? He's 83 today, Dark Lord. Doing good for his age. I asked the other day if I should bother with the expedition as a new player and how I've been using your guide whenever I got stuck. You saved me so much headache with the... Oh, awesome. Hells yeah. Glad I could help. And glad you're having fun in the expedition as a new player as well. The expeditions can be a little much for the newer players, but it's good to see people enjoying them. Also, by the way, guys, it was KJPC Gaming's birthday Friday. So how's it? Happy birthday to KJPC Gaming as well. Lots of birthdays at this time of year. I'm thinking something insane is happening. Yeah, I was asking why there's not a lot of ships. NMS gave me exactly what I wanted. Ah, nice, yeah. Oh no, it wasn't. Right, they don't. I have no direct line to HG or anything. I think I've had a single reply from someone at HG ever. That was when they asked for saves, and I sent mine in, and Whiskey Jack replied with a thank you. And then I replied something, he replied once more, and that's it. That's the entire like communication I've ever had with HG. You seen your message? Let's have a look. You mean in council chambers? I replied to it. Did you not read the reply? I replied to it yesterday night. What do you mean, a different message? If you count yourself in years, then you get a birthday once a year. But if you count yourself in days, you get a birthday every day. I mean, that's true. Also, if you eat every hour of every day, you eat every hour of every day. Or you get to eat every hour of every day. You can say a lot of things like that. Oh yeah, oh no, we don't need to land or anything. We need to find the thing here. So it's at... son of a biscuit. We're going to minus 22.81. So we're not too far from there. Just go south a bit. You can dance if it wants to. We can leave its friends behind. Its friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, then they're no friends of mine. I thought it was weird that you didn't reply. I thought you would have replied with something else or something. It seems you just didn't say it. Oh, this is going to take forever. Let's go. So, here's a little tip when you go and try and find coordinates. You have to fly up high. And basically just go above the clouds. You want to... This puts me right just in space, but go to where you're just on the border between the planet and space. Because the closer you are to space... Right, you travel faster in space than you do on a planet. The issue is we're in the fucking clouds here. Yes, we can't bloody see where we're going. Let's just go just under the clouds here. So, you travel way faster in space than you do on a planet's surface. Or within a planet's atmosphere. So, but it's not like a black and white change. It's like it eases in. So if you can be still in the atmosphere but travel way faster because it's easing you up into the speed that you travel in space. But still have the coordinates up on your screen. So if you fly high or really close to the atmosphere line, then you can see that the coordinates are now going way quicker than they were before. And technically, we don't need to see where we're going. We just need to be able to see that it's... I suppose it's whether we're facing up or down is the trouble. So we need -22. Because I've added east and west now, it's a little easier to do it first and second. But it'd still be easier to do it second and first because of how east and west isn't the destination, it's a line around a curve. So depending on where you are on the north to south meridian line, is it? No, the meridian line's a specific north-south on Earth. Anyway, depending where you are on the north to south line, that east and west will actually change and move left or right as you travel toward it. It's not an exact location, whereas north and south is. Right, so we're nearly there. Hades pointed planets and nightmare jetpack territory. This be true. Now, because it curves, it makes doing little pulse jumps in space to get around like a large portion of the planet more tricky, and it will throw off your north and south then. So it is still generally better to do the second one first. So, east-west, will this take us up? It will not, which means that is not the comm station we need to go to. If we look here, we might see one. That could very well be the pillar, so let's actually just pop to that first. That's about right distance. Red Vine TV, what up, homies? So we're at this is basically it, really close. We should be able to see the central pillar from here, maybe. Oh, there. Oh, is that a... What's going on, homies? OMG. The one in space was, or is that an abandoned building? I don't know. So, so we'd want to go slightly south. Oh no, north. It'll be this way. Oh, it's probably that. 6 minutes away. Holy giblets. We do be getting there. Yeah, there's the pillar. Bum, 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 bum. Is that free boobing? It's technically true, I'm not wearing a bra. Oh, we almost made it the entire way. Quite the distance there. That's 6 minutes, so was that like six... I think 4 minutes is 1,000 U. So it's 1,500 U or something. I don't think I do now. I did think about that as I headed off. It's not Sentinel multi-tool though, it's a Royal. Exotic. Sentinel multi-tools are scrap ones you get from... what are they called? Harmonic camps. Son of a... Ooh, I'm gonna die. Stupid nerds, I'm safe now. Oh yes, look at that. Oh, I do like the blue and silver. That's pretty nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, apparently this is an L shape. So that one or that one is probably, or maybe, no, it'll be that one because these would say. It's probably that one is probably the other supercharged. That's a pretty damn good find. Nice. Honestly, I love the blue and silver. I think that's kind of my favourite of these. You can get like a golden colours and stuff, but I think we'll go for this one. And of course it's free. With the portal glyphs, we could even get this one on an abandoned mode serve. Ella. No. Sweet. Yo, Paul, how's it going, man? Good day's a good sir. So, for those who want this here multi-tool, looking pretty, you can come on over this central pillar on the planet Kuru Tau in the starting system Al-Kaiba of the Beachhead Expedition. And these are the coordinates for the central pillar. I'll just leave it up for 30 seconds or something, so anyone can take a screenshot or whatever, or note it down. If you want to, or pause, whatever you, what have you. It's obviously, even if you're not in the Beach Expedition, you can just portal to this planet and get it. I'll show you the address in a sec. Yo, what flat? How's it going, man? And 5, 4, 3, 2. And now here's the portal address. The exact planet in Euclid. There's all Euclid and shit there. The slot later, I'll show you in a sec. Boop, 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 boop. You can dance if you want to. You can leave his friends behind. Because his friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, then they're no friends of mine. Do 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 do. Shabba dab dabba doo. I imagine over all the reduxes, I should be able to get enough multi-tool augment slots to do both of these multi-tools up on my abandoned. Hopefully. And we could also just get dollar bills, y'all. Because we could do the, what's the name? The fauna scanning method. I mean, it's rarer to find fauna in thingy, but it's definitely going to be the easiest method for, especially permadeath, with such restricted slot capacities. Bing bong. And shadaisy. Right, so here's a layout. I think the other one is here, because I've heard it's an L shape. So that's the only one it could be, if it's an L shape. The other one should be there. So, yeah, conceptual isotope. Silver and blue is if you reload at the station, or don't reload after warping in. Apparently it's a blue and nice blue and gold or something if you reload on Howdy. Right, let's bring the old Boople. There you are, my friend. Hello. Buttress of Winter. Zenith, what up? Shade Rooney. Right, let's send whatever stuff we need to send back. I don't think we'll finalize the expedition today on this one, but we'll send whatever we can back, and then we'll start crafting our perfect M-tizzle faux shizzle. The stash one. Have I got Corvette parts or something? Why is it telling me to build a Corvette? I think I do. Is that cytophosphate? It is cytophosphate. We got these as well. Hella. That's real nice. That's my shit. Doo-ba-doo, gonna do like this. Do-do-ba-do-do-do-do. Chillin'. Glad to hell yeah. Awesome to have you. Don't need that extra thing up now on the thing in the doodles. What's it? Yo, Adrian, what up? Hope you're having a swell one. Adrian. Right, we need to clear das Boot. Bargain. We need to clear the stoof we have that we don't need. Into the giblets. Do we need? I don't think so. Oh, that was not selling. There we go. We'll keep cytophosphates. It's annoying to get. Oh, it's rhyme scale, but I read that as rim, and it made me giggle because I am a child. Skipping across the universe. On the Starship Enterprise under Captain Cook. Don't need that. Don't need that. Swishadelphia. So, a lonely and perma playthrough. Chilling, lonely and perma playthrough. Well, as in, are you doing one, or do you mean this playthrough? This old abandoned. Well, it's in expedition mode currently, so it's not super all sad and depressing. This playthrough. Interstellar scanner. Dang it! I was just thinking how we still can't have freighters on the abandoned, which sucks. I wonder if they haven't added a way to do it because they intend to add a new way to get freighters, like maybe a Corvette build one or something. Like you can find crashed, like you can scavenge the crashed freighters or something and build one. That'd be cool. Oh, hey, could you make a video on how to copy your Corvette into an expedition and then back into the main save so that you end up with the same Corvette plus upgrades twice in the main save? So, I've heard that it's possible to do. I don't know how to do it myself though. And I don't really see a reason. Like, that's a really niche video. Especially when you could just put the same parts and build the same Corvette on a different body, which would copy fine. I mean, it'd be a bit of extra work, but yeah, I don't think that's not. I'm not sure from a business standpoint that that's worth my time. I only did plan to get all the trophies. I really don't like the handicapping myself. I don't on the slots. The slot capacity is annoying. Otherwise, I find it enjoyable to have the restrictions. Freighters in abandoned mode would be awesome. It really would be. Kind of afraid for need the crew so it won't be abandoned. I think the Red Dwarf proves that this is false. Upgrade. No, because it'll just be more expensive to take back. Me, 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 me. Me, we. Me, we, we, we. Me, we. Dane, there's a space station where you make your Corvette at donate where the supercharged slots are. Right. So, it might do, but even if it does, it doesn't matter. So, when you start a Corvette, like building one, it will lock in that layout. And if you change to a new station, I believe it will be the same one that you've started working on. The only way to then change that layout is to either reload to a time before you made that layout, in which case making another one will give you a different one. And so whether a different station will give you a different one doesn't matter. Or you have to build it and then trade it to get rid of it. So basically, so you can build another one. That's essentially how to change. How will you upgrade it in Abandoned? Well, there are multi-tool things to upgrade terminals in Abandoned mode. I think it could be useful if you have a Corvette with perfect supercharged slots. You can just copy it and the... I mean, yes, it would be useful for that, but that's also just so niche that I don't think most people would care. So that, for me, that would be a worthwhile thing to put as a 30-second part in a greater Corvette video. Whether it would be worth... Actually, it probably would be worth the time to just look into that for 30 seconds. So I might do that, because I have a largely made Corvette, Ultimate Corvette guide. I haven't put that in it, though. So I might consider putting that in. The existing guide. Look at those of a monster, look at those friends behind. Now, I'm not sure if there's any of these here upgrades that we get that I actually care about for the abandoned mode, because we went to all that trouble the other week, well, about a month or two ago, to get all of those X-class technologies and be all spiffy with them. Oh, thank you for the cargo bulkhead. It's a super useful game. Thank you. Not like I can get a freighter in my thingy or anything. Me. Well, wait, I think I've had a comment or two about people saying like they're not getting the finished expedition thingy. I don't think I've replied to half of them, just because I talk about it in the friggin' video. But if you aren't seeing the pop-up come on the screen, say that you've finished, and you think you've claimed every reward, you haven't. That's just it. If it doesn't pop up, you haven't claimed everything. And it might be that it's a phase reward or something that's not so obvious because it doesn't have a collect reward text or anything. My friggin' electric toothbrush broke yesterday. I was well annoyed. Or a few days ago, actually. The battery's fooped. It lasts like 2 days now. It lasts like 2 weeks. Unacceptable. I'd get a bloody new one now. I'm wondering whether it's... Because I had a Oral-B IO9. But I didn't use half the features on it. So I could just get one for like 70 quid cheaper. That does the same as what I used it for. Yeah, but I never connected it to my phone to get the 16 zone report. How about an updated adjacency guide for Corvette parts? So, the adjacency guide doesn't need updating. It fits everything for the Corvette part, because the adjacency guide does not give you layouts. It tells you exactly how adjacency works. If anything, half the layouts in that video are not peak layouts. The video itself, every word in it is correct. But I wouldn't do the layouts in the video. Like the cross pattern. That's not peak. But I definitely do need to do some layout videos. The issue with layout videos is that it's basically, here's the layout, you'll pause, and you'll skip to that part. I'm not saying you specifically, but many people. So, YouTube will be like, oh, they only watched like 10 seconds of this video. No one likes this video. Let's not show it to anyone. But then it doesn't go anywhere. It's literally pointless to make it into a video. It's tricky to work out how to show layouts because of that. Because you might think, oh, that's great, you only need a 10-second video then. But that's not worth it for me to make, and YouTube won't show it to anyone. Those could just be done as a short, potentially, but shorts pay... How much is it? Like... It's 50 times less than a normal video for about a third of the effort. It's... Talk about food in the intro, people won't skip. Oh, they will. They'll never come back. So it's just not worth it for me to make those, essentially, for the most part. I think shorts are really good if you have sponsorships. Like, unless the short goes to like millions of views, it's not worth it. In my opinion. Let's see what we can sell. Ooh. Holographic analyzer. We don't need these. Or those. I suppose I could sell these. They sell for a bit. And these. I don't want to sell them though. I want to keep them just in case. Wait. That's the thing. So, like, it'd be better if I can fit them into a larger video. So, the video I released the other day, where I actually talked a bit about how the Boltcaster would be best laid out in that specific one. That's okay to do, because I'm then explaining why I'm choosing that layout as well. That's interesting to a lot of people. So it's not just to go to this screenshot and do it. I might consider it for the shorts. In fact, right. I think this is a way to do it. So, when I do the videos that will have the layouts in naturally as a small part of the video, it would be almost no more extra effort to make those layouts as then shorts that just show the layout. I can then use those to link back to the main video, and then that works. I can... Oh, that's what it's like sometimes, is trying to work out why you... Like, how to do what people want in a way that makes it viable to do. No talking correctly about shorts. Because, like, weirdly, that's it. My biggest short on YouTube is I say YouTube because my biggest shorts are on TikTok. I've only released like 4, and most of them were Hogwarts Legacy, and like one of them was like 2 million and stuff, and another one was like 1 million. But because I didn't have enough followers, I only got like, from those 4 shorts, I got about 2,000 or 3,000 followers. But you need 10,000 for it to monetize. So I didn't get anything for those millions of views. Oh yeah, so like the biggest one on this, on YouTube, is the billions per hour one for like the scanning to make units. I made one short of that because I was thinking I'll do that and then I'll link back to the full one, and then that might promote the full one a bit. I have no idea if it's actually done it, but the short has like 700k views or something. And when it gets to that, it's worth it for sure. Right, so wait, do I have any more to? Yes, can I? hella nanites off this one. So now, once we collect the final reward, that should give us with the pop-up now. There we go. So is the Beachhead Redux not running on Nintendo? Is it still not on Switch? At least not even Switch 2? I thought Expeditions were supposed to be on that. Have a look. Did they say anything on their website? On their website? So, on their website, it lists Nintendo Switch 1 and 2 as having the Expedition 20 Breach update, which heavily implies that it should be live on Switch. That's messed up then. What the frick? You don't need some kind of like paid internet thing to be able to connect their servers on Nintendo, do you? Is archiving correctly converted items left behind to nanites again now? Right, Trey, I have no idea. But also, testing that every time is going to be super tedious. And I would have thought that if it does, they'll put a patch note that they fixed it. I'll try it now, this one time, just to work it out. But I seriously doubt it. After this time, if it doesn't show it, I won't be testing it personally most times. Unless they actually, like, say in a patch note they've done it. Yo, Sonlita, how's it going? Hope they let us Expedition when we want. That would be cool. That's something I've been wanting for a while. When they initially put the terminal in the anomaly, I'd hoped that was what it was for, but it didn't turn out that way. And it's G Fuel time. So, Expedition complete. Yeah, damn. Right, what can we sell? Runaway mold, don't care about that. Viscous fluids, don't care about that. Residual goop, don't care about that. I could have done the runaway mold into nanites, but yeah, it's gone now. Open these. Some more cadadoodles. That makes you think of Caduceus. Out from Critical Role Campaign 2. The badass name, Caduceus. Didn't need anything previously to connect. Oh, then it should, then it's crapping, it's not working then. Why? I wonder why that is. Have you not got the update at all? Or have you got the update and the Expedition isn't on? Wee, wee, wee. Me, 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 me. Right, so I think... Oh, I won't have all these. These are ones I don't have. The thermal and those had particular. I have all the X-class ones. So we can get rid of these because we don't need any salvageness. Get rid of the pulse engine. Salvageness. Move Monte. Del Monte. Underwater protection module, we'll keep that. Humboldt, we'll keep that. Hyperdrive, we'll get rid of that. Marnin Bone, we'll get rid of that. Stilt thrusters, mate. Fucking slay. And we'll keep that as well. Cool. I've done everything but the help a strange one. I can't reset it. It keeps directing me to an NPC asking me to fix his ship. But the ship is just the flames and has no interact on PS5. That sounds like a multiplayer problem. Do you have multiplayer turned on? I've re-warped in and out, force quit up the wazoo. Have you gone to a different... Have you tried it in a different location, a different system? No, never MP on. So, yeah, have you tried it in a different location? Or do you keep going to the same one? Right, let's buy any S-Class ones they have. Or shall we? We have hella nanites, so we don't need to worry about So another Humboldt, another Minotaur, Pixelcraft Canoon. Well, I think he said he talked to the NPC, didn't he? I think. Yeah, NPC asking me to fix his ship, but the ship isn't there. He said there's just flames and no ship. One thing like that can sometimes happen, and you get out there, you reload there, and then run right up to it, and you might be able to interact with it, whether you can see it or not. I don't know. It sounds very buggy. It tells me it's a distant location unless I'm in that system. Right, so I've done that interstellar rescue a number of times. I've never focused that milestone when doing it. So I wouldn't pay attention to that. You just need to help one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be that one. So go to a different system. Get 5 distress signal maps. Which one is it? Which number is it? It's a swirly one, but... yeah, the second one. Get 5 of them. Use them all at the same time. This is another thing. I so specifically said use all of them one after another without doing anything else in between. The amount of people who are like, every time I use it, it sends me to one without an NPC. It's like, don't use it, then get the ship, then use it again. Use them all at the same time. I know you know that. Frustrating. But yeah, basically, yeah, just hopefully you'll find one in a different system. Because any ship rescue will work. Yeah, that was what I was going to try next. I did all 5 at once, but I'll try it in a different system. Right, yeah, just do that. It should hopefully work. Right, so what we're doing now... We are heading to the anomaly to send stuff back. Reading is hard. Same in IT. Our customers cannot read installation guides. The thing is, it's not even reading. I was telling them. Listening is hard. You can dance if it wants to do. We can leave its friends behind. Anyone else have the bug where you can't claim? I'm guessing that Space Weasel's this was too reading is hard. Anyone else have the bug where you can't claim certain Quicksilver items like ship trials? Or it was to that, because I've heard that a lot of people have had that. I think that's a fairly common bug that they'll have to address pretty soon. Yeah, the question is, which one do I go for? Now, there's Pinup, which is Tamarind and Agua Fresca. There's Sour Power, which is a Sonic one. There's PewDiePie's Lingonberry, or there's PewDiePie's Yuzu Slash. Those are the 4 I'm considering today. And if any of you have a suggestion, I'll go with that. Right. It's highly annoying. Yeah, it would be, yeah. Select the mission first. When you pop one chart, it will take you to the correct place. Oh, just with the one chart. Nice. Retelling him and doing the safety dance at the same time. No. Buy the other hazard protection modules fully with the expert. That's a good plan. I should do that too. We're not going to end it right now. We're just going to put some stoof in. What? Why do I have A-class ones? What? Oh, some of this is from my Praetorius. That's why. I don't need those. Can sell those. As a protection, I think I can sell those as well. He can dance if he wants to. He can leave his friends behind. Because his friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, and no friends, I might have to put it there, because otherwise I've got colours in between each of them. Oh, yeah, I'm not going with that joke, actually. Risky. Right, so let's get a... Do I care about these fish? I really don't care about frigate fuel either. I'll take these though, that's handy. There we go. Lovely. Do 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 do. We can dance if we want to. We can leave his friends behind. His friends doing some new friends moon. Let's go if we want to. I had to grab a 6th chart and go back because the 5 gave me no crash freighter. Instead I got an observatory. Wait, what? Crash freighter, distress signal. Observatory, abandoned building. Those should be the 5. Is there another one I'm not thinking of? It's not a transmission tower, is it? Isn't that secure? Yeah, I thought there's only 5 choices as well. If you did that 5, surely you had been to one before you did the 5th, before you did all 5. Gold. Do I need it at all? No. I'm gonna leave it, you ho. You're indestructible. Always believe it. Is you I go. Doobity-doobity-doo. Gibbity-wobbity-woo. Boppity-lady. Gonna put that one there, because then at least it's son of a biscuit. Right, put that there. There we go. Look, there's nothing wrong with me. I just have to have them in the right place. Indiumums, gotta get that in. Gotta get the cadmiums as well. Love a bit of cadmiums. Yeah, might as well. I mean, I might as well put fucking everything at this point. Do do ba ba do do ba do do. Let us skibbity roo. I land on top of the crashed NPC before ever popping. Oh, if we get time, we have time. We'll do the hazard protection later. But I need to make sure it's saved. Probably has, but... Oh, I should do my milestones while I'm here with Ares. I would not start a career as a singer. Well, that's just me. The cheek. Actually, considering I'm known for constantly singing on my streams, basically have got a career in singing. Good Daisy. Look at me now. Teachers, I don't know. Right. Ooh. 700. Don't mind if I do. How's it going, Helios? You slag. Minerals. Yeah, boy. My jam, homie. Whee. Oh, only gave me 10. I don't have the crashed NPC before ever popping or buying any maps first time down. That may be the source for my glitches. No. There's emergencies, surely. Well, no, because it's the things it takes you to are emergencies, but I believe it's secure because you have to do a riddle when you go to it. The same, though, is true of observatories, so I don't know. Temptation, full of desire, temptation. Freaking Paul getting that in my head for the 3rd week in a row. Actually, it wasn't his fault for the first one. Everyone, you can blame Paul again now. When I went down for Foots on Ground first. The map did redirect me to the same place. Yeah, maybe that did go weird. Doobity temptation. We're going skibbity woody primary save. Primary boom primary. Primary shit. Oh yeah, so right. Because I can't be asked to reach further, I'm going for Sonic. I've just covered myself in dust again. Awesome. Why the... There we go. I just realised I've no longer... I don't have the uranium yellow one. Which one was that? I don't know where the pot is for the uranium yellow. We ran out ages ago. Oh, it was a Crash Bandicoot one. Wumpa fruit. Freaking uranium yellow. When does the next expedition start? It will be the 19th, Wednesday. Well, technically, right. So it says this one ends on the 18th. So I don't know if that means that you won't be able to start it from the 18th, but you will be able to finish it till the 19th. Because normally, there's no gap between each one ending and starting. But in this one, they say if this finished on the 18th, the next one starts on the 19th. So I would say, make sure this is done by Tuesday afternoon, GMT. And the other one might start then. Skibberdy-doody. Whiskey-bur-fribbity-woody. That's an awful Corvette, isn't it? Still got to build a good one on this save. Temptation, temptation. It's a Scoob Nation. Skibberdy-doody. Ah, you son of a... Right. I guess what I can carry and already have. One thing we actually do need to do, or I need to do, is to... we might have to do that next week or the week after. But basically, I want to get a... I want to get a nice supercharged slot layout Corvette to then copy onto this save from the expedition, because I can't really... I can do it on the abandoned, but it's way harder. In between every single one, I'd have to trade with a crashed ship then scrap it, because I can't... Because of no teleports in abandoned mode stations, I can't get to the upgrade terminal in time to then reload. Yo, Funniums, what up? On the Titan planet. When's the next one? Expedition start. The one that's on the Titan planet. Titan, yeah, I think is the next one. Oh yeah, we want to get the Mortal as well. So we want both. God, that's pricey. Yeah, pricey, bitch. So just say what we got here. Right, so Shabba, copy this one. Ella. Then we'll... Oh, I mean, we can go and... Don't need to save first. It's not enough, I don't think. I mean, we could test it. It might actually be enough if we're really quick enough. You have 60 seconds, basically, from the time you finalize. So, rocket booting all the way there, then upgrading it to S-Class. Then opening up the inventory menu, taking a screenshot, instantly opening up the pause menu, so that it can't autosave again. Then reviewing the screenshot. That may be possible. Let's have a look. Scoob Nation, Scoob Station. Skibbity-doody, resume it to skibba-wibbity-shooty, boop boop boop. Okay, yeah, so you don't get mechanics. So basically, right, in order to roll a supercharged slot layout on a Corvette, firstly know that the moment you click the button to create a new Corvette is the moment that it rolls the supercharged layout and locks it in for that ship. It doesn't matter if you go to another station, it's locked in once you first press to create a new Corvette. If you back out of that and go back in, it'll be the same one you started then. The only way to then reset that is to reload to the point before you click that button, or to make that Corvette fully, then trade it with a normal ship that you can then scrap, because you can't scrap Corvettes. That will then get rid of that Corvette for you and allow you to make another one. So, in order to quickly re-roll the supercharged slots on a Corvette ship, you need to get the parts to make the ship, stand in front of the terminal and wait for it to autosave. Once it's autosaved, so that 40 times no 4 connected slots, that's brutal, man. So yeah, you get the parts to build one, just a basic parts. It'll cost 7.2 million or something, or 7.8. So get them ready so you don't have to keep buying them each time. Wait for it to autosave, then interact with the terminal, create the new ship, build it, don't exit or anything, build the ship, then finalize it. The second you finalize it, will make a restore point. That will give you another 60 seconds before it attempts to autosave again. So you then have 60 seconds after that restore point to use a teleporter to get to the back of the station, run to the terminal to upgrade that thing for 85,000 hours or more, depending on your mode or less. Get it to S-Class, then look at the layout. You can easily do that with a teleporter. Look at the layout, decide whether you want it or not. Then, if you don't, reload by the pause menu. However, if you want more time to be able to work out, or if you're just not that quick with it, you could take a screenshot, then go into the pause menu. In the pause menu, it won't try to autosave unless you're on multiplayer. So make sure multiplayer is not on, so it actually pauses. It won't try and autosave while you're in that pause menu, this menu. So then you can Alt-Tab out, look at the screenshot, and then Alt-Tab back in, and if you don't like it, reload the autosave, which will be here. If the autosave is then like in this position, where the autosave is above, it means you've saved since a restore point, so do not do the autosave. I mean, well, actually, it doesn't matter, but you've gone past that point. If that has happened, which is basically what would happen in abandoned mode, because it takes longer than 60 seconds to do all the stuff because there's no teleporter, you could then go back to the restore point. That means you then have a C-class ship, so you're not spending all the nanites. You have a C-class ship that you don't want, so you need to get rid of it. The only way to get rid of that is to trade with a normal ship. On abandoned mode, that would require a crashed ship, because there's no other ships around. In normal, you could literally just trade it with any ship that flies in. A good part of this is that those ships, this ship that you made that cost you 7.2 or 7.8 million in parts to make, will sell for 30 to 40 million. So you can actually make like 20 to 30 million each time you do this if you do the trade and then scrap method. Note that you will get back 60% of the value when you scrap. And was trading is 70%, I think. So yeah, that's basically how everything works. Or a chore. So it's not a chore if you can do it quickly. It's just a fair amount for me to explain and to give you all the details. But in reality, it's less than 60 seconds per attempt. There's a way, but it's going to be painful. Back up your save file if the ship is crap. I can't be asked to do that, and I feel like that's pushing the boundaries a bit too much. Like, I feel like that's worse than re-rolling stat things. I mean, actually, it's the same. That feels like too much effort to cheat. I mean, people are fine to do it. I'm not judging, but I'm not going to do it on mine. Right, so I think for this, I just need to switch this to this one, because it only allows you to copy your active one. I believe you can do it on console. Someone mentioned using the it's not, doesn't say it on here. Wait, I'll show you. It's the cross save. So you don't need to actually have 2 different platform accounts to enable cross save. So, like, you don't have to have multiple accounts to manage cross save. You just have to enable cross save and then add the save to cross save. You can then set it to not automatically update, and that will basically function as a backup. If you get me. I can't remember who mentioned that in chat the other week, but I just never considered it, so using the backup method. Look at that for a save. That was a super speed run, that was. 0 minutes. I'll have you know. Well, super easy way, save editor, but you have to decide where your scumbag lines are. Personally, I don't, and only re-roll stats on hard drives or scanner mods. So yeah, I mean, lots of people save edits. Again, that's fine. I'm not going to do it, but it's fine. I have save edited in the past. 99% of that save editing has been for testing for videos, and then I've just reloaded the backup to a backup so it doesn't affect my save. I've done a few times on my saves to fix bugs. Like the first time I ever did it was to give my character my main launch day save the 16th glyph. That was because, for portals, because there was a big bug just after Atlas Rises came out where for some reason it would bug out on like the Traveler Graves. And I essentially it was impossible for me. I'd gone to the effort of finding 30 Traveler Graves on my own. There weren't any things online telling you where loads are. And it wasn't giving me the 16th, so I just added it in with the save editor. I always feel like I'm risking my save every time you make a change like that though, because you could end up corrupting it. And it might not happen immediately. Like, I'm almost a bit worried. I think I need to do that, don't I? Yeah. If you're the only living entity in a abandoned universe, do you actually need a beefed up supercharged slot Corvette anyway? Yes, because even so, when it comes to ships, supercharged slot layouts, I don't do it for weapons anyway, even in normal mode. I never have done. I do it for pulse engine primarily, so that I can get the fastest possible speed in pulse. You only need 2 supercharged slots for that. And the perfect layout would be kind of at a diagonal. In a Corvette, it would actually be 1 space between. Would be the perfect. Because the pulse engine's a lesser strength module, so you don't want... Like, ideally, I've only got these 3 here. I haven't got the sublight amplifier and stuff yet. So that is a lesser strength module. So if you had more, if I had 1 more upgrade here, I would not want to have this in the cube. Because this is a less strength module, these are all greater, and this is gaining no bonus from these touching it. These 2 are gaining a small bonus from this touching them. But this is gaining nothing from these 2 touching them, because that's how lesser strength work. Lesser strength modules will only gain a bonus from another lesser strength module, and the Pulse Engine core module is the only lesser strength module in the Pulse Engine set. So that means the main stats of the Pulse Engine can only be upgraded, can only be buffed by supercharged slots, because that works on all. And it's a flat 25% increase. So if it's additive, it's plus 25% of that specific stat. If it's multiplicative, it's 25% of the entire calculation. If it's reductive, it's I believe it's just divided by 1.25. What wep you put in supercharged that are together? Superstars are together. So the best weapon really for a ship is Infraknife Accelerator. It's just the best all-round weapon because it's really accurate, it's really fast, it's a machine gun, it melts things, it's got a good range, it's not the highest range, but it's not a short range. And the accuracy, like, there's no spread. So the Infraknife is definitely, arguably peak. So yeah, just that. I'd just go with the Infraknife. And the Infraknife all module is a greater strength as well. Most are. The photon cannon I don't believe is. I think all the other weapons are. It's the same with the multi-tool. The Boltcaster is the only multi-tool weapon with a lesser strength core module. The rest are greater, so they can be put in a cube. You don't want to do that with a Boltcaster. That's why for one like this, it's actually not a problem. Because for the Boltcaster, you'd put it like here, and then put the other Boltcaster... Well, actually, you put it in this one, because this is the other thingy. You put this here, and then have the other modules like either... Actually, no, you'd want to put it there, and then have this 3x3 with all the other Boltcaster modules. Because you want this on a corner, because it's giving the least, if possible, because it's giving the least. But you definitely want it in a supercharged slot. Yes, but on your Corvette. Well, I explained the Corvette before I moved to this. I said the Corvette, and then because the photon cannon is like the Boltcaster, I just then moved on to that, for those who are interested. Right, so... I got the Infraknife with a 4 square supercharged slots up. Yeah, so Infraknife on a 2x2 supercharged, like in a cube, insane. It's peak. Like, it's so freaking strong. It's way more than you'll ever need. It's amazing for doing like pirate ships, because it's just like gone on all the guns. Which ship weapons let you shoot for buried treasures from afar? Ah, right, so you want Psychotron for that. Psychotron, the rocket launcher has a slightly bigger splash damage range. However, the Psychotron is faster. You don't have to wait for a cooldown. So you want Psychotron because Psychotron has a bigger splash damage than I think all the others. And that's what you want. You want splash damage because you want it to reach the parts that are below the surface. Psychotron is definitely, or used to be anyway, way bigger splash damage than Photon. So yeah, Psychotron. You want Psychotron for that. So best is... Oh, also, if you really want to peek this... So, I was going to save half of this for the Corvette guide, but I'm taking forever to make it, so I'll just say this now as well. Like this, it's just a little tip. Basically, like, if you're making a ship to get Corvette parts, have a specific one, because you don't want weapons all over the place. Because if you're flying really close to a thing to shoot it, and like there's a weapon like here and here, they're going to hit at different points on the ground. So just have one central weapon. You might still get side to side, but like it'll be way more accurate at close range to hit the thing on the ground. I hope you're planning to do a video on Corvette SC and adjacency because it's not 100% obvious from regular starships, at least to me. It's only obvious if you know exactly how adjacency works. Now, I have explained that in that video, but it's still not the simplest subject, and a lot of people don't quite get it even after the video. It took me ages to understand adjacency, and to make that video. I just couldn't wrap my head around it. It's just a weird... It's like every explanation I read before I made that video was enough for the people who wrote it. It's like when Dark Lord sometimes explains something to you. He's missed out like the 40% of foundational context information you need that he thinks is obvious, but is not obvious to almost anyone else. So like the adjacent stuff, unless you have like a background in mathematics, half the stuff that people were saying to describe it, because the only people who worked it out themselves were like mathematicians or something. It basically missed out a lot of the context, so it was a lot hard to kind of... Like, it didn't make sense just with the base explanation. You can't have adjacency without adjacent. I watched that video at least a dozen times and still don't get Corvettes. Well, the only difference with Corvettes is the Corvettes have some extra technology. I haven't tested these technologies, that is true. I have not tested these for their adjacency strength. But I'd be pretty damn sure that these are all greater strength modules. I would assume that with about 95% of... I'm pretty sure it's that. But I haven't personally tested them. So I would treat these as secondary greater. So basically, like these modules don't even really... They're like slightly less powerful, like Max S class version. So like, well, like they're all B class and A class. So you'd want to treat them as a secondary anyway. So by secondary, I mean, say we have, where the engine? So we've got an engine here, and this is a pulse engine. So let's move these shields over here so we've got a bit of space to work with. It would actually most likely be better for me to do... Oh, that's supercharged. We want that in there. It'd be better for this. I can't see maneuverability here. Does it tell you anywhere anymore? Because it used to tell you maneuverability here. Am I supposed to know without... Have I got to scan it? Does it work? I didn't think the scanning worked on... Let's have a look. Doesn't want to tell me. Nope. Or key just not scan your own. So I have no way of working out the maneuverability here. Essentially, this should be better than this. Because that's a lesser strength module. I assume that's a greater. I know for sure that's lesser. So I'm taking a gamble on this. Treating this as a secondary lesser. Which is a higher value module than a definite lesser. So that. Yeah, I have them all in a single row on the Corvette because all weapons on a Corvette share the angles. All weapons on a Corvette share the angles. Oh yeah, I know you mean that. Yeah. From shooting from the thing, yeah. I thought the rule was things that buff each other, highlight each other, are all in separate sets. They all buff all the others and nothing else. But I've seen Corvette modules join with different types. So which ones have you seen join with different types? Do you have examples of that, please? Because I don't fully know what you mean, so I'm sure what you're referring to. But the Corvette ones... Oh, I'm guessing you mean... So cockpits... share adjacency with one of the reactors. That's because each of the reactors are a different thing. So this is a shield module that will gain adjacency from these. Oh, it actually doesn't have with shield module, sorry. But they'll gain adjacency with each other. What do you gain adjacency with that? No, it doesn't. Because I don't believe that. Does that gain adjacency with... It does, yeah. But it doesn't actually... I think that's a lesser strength module, so this won't get buffed by those. And I don't think these get buffed by that either. The shield's a weird one. I mean, it doesn't hurt to do this, so... It's not going to hurt you to do that. That finally buffs with the rockets. This morning it was so strange to see. Right, I have a spreadsheet where I marked all this down, so and I'll bring it up. Corvette, Expedition, Swatch List, TT. Reach, converting units. What the hell? What spreadsheet is this in? Is it in Titty? Might be TT. I named one of my spreadsheets Titty. And it is this one. Oh no, this was the bring it up. This was just the one. Basically, I was turning my PC off and I couldn't be able to think of a name, so I just called it TT so I could save it. It wasn't supposed to be titties. It was just TT. Like I pressed the button twice. So nanotes per hour. This was working out the thing for... This was the rate that you could get Corvette parts by putting a Corvette ship with 100 full parts and then copying it via an expedition. You copy it, you go to a space station, you take off all the parts, so you've got them as parts. You then scrap the husk of a ship with a normal, trade with a normal ship to scrap it, go back to the anomaly, copy it again, because once you've got rid of that initial one, you can copy it again. And then just keep doing that, and you can get a rate of 1,145, roughly, Corvette parts per hour by doing that. And you even make a little cash, I think. Oh no, it does cost some nanites, so it costs like roughly 2,800 per ship, but using the method of the pirates nanite method thing, the 450k per hour. So that is peak is 450. Standard or the super casual, barely given a fuck method is 200,000 per hour. And that, which one of those you go on, I think it depends to which one of these. So it could be as low as 880 an hour if you're getting your nanites this way. Which is on par with Runaway Mold quite efficiently, and the other one. God, this has turned into a proper math stream. Now, I'll see if I can find this other spreadsheet. Corvette parts. That's probably it. Yes, it is. Okay, right, I'll bring this up. Oh! Good thing. There we go. So... Give her to do the temptation. So, here are all the parts that you can buy. Oh no, they're not all the parts you can buy. These are all the core parts. So, cockpits, living space. So, these are the technology types. So the landing bays don't have a thing, I don't think. They don't have a technology, do they? No. They're core technology, but they don't have a technology type with them. So the cockpits share a adjacency with something else. Did I put some of us? Is it this? Oh, yeah, these are the limits. I think it might be the Medusa reactor. I think the Medusa reactor shares adjacency with the cockpit. I think that's the one weird one that might be causing the confusion. Because they have the same stats. And they connect. You can only have 2 of those instead of 3 because you have to have a cockpit. I think that's the thing. You can show my Corvette AJC weirdness, but it was like if the exosuit modules could attach to any of the things they buffed, the Medusa reactor was part of it. I haven't seen the Medusa reactor connect to anything else, but I mean, if you have evidence of it, that'd be great. So you can put 3x3 weapons to still fit 3x3 mods for crazy damage. Yes, you can. And you can now get Infraknife ones. So you can have Infraknife, you can have like a block of 8 or 9 modules now, all buffing each other over a 4x4. It's ridiculous. As well as an all weapon, yeah. It's genuinely insane with the weapons on this now. Obviously, the damage stats on these is nowhere near as high as you could go with the fighter. But when you have fire rate on a weapon, and you have like 3 extra modules, I can't remember if the modules can have fire rate on them. For that, do I have one for the? If there's fire rate on the module for the Infraknife, then it's freaking peak. Yeah, Medusa does share JC with cockpit, but if you delete the cockpit and pit 3 Medusas and then the cockpit, you show up in TikToks or Corvette. Ooh, that's cool. A Medusa higher than a C class? 'Cause if so, that's a good way to get some. That's a nice little tip, thank you. To get some, to get in higher. I mean, it's booster maneuverability. So the maneuverability might do something, but honestly, there is apparently maneuverability can cause issues if you go stupid high. I don't know about this. I've just heard something. Boost. I think boost is capped long before we reach the peak of min-maxing. I don't think it will actually make a difference, but it might do. Right, anyway. So, haven't picked up the extra multiple over yet. Nope. All that bloody talking. Well, you guys asked for it, so. Hearing complaints. Have you seen how powerful building a phase beam array of like 7 physical modules installed can be? They all fire at once and it's instant damage. Took me about 2 seconds to destroy Central Freighter. So, they all fire at once. That's one hell of a bug. Is it? Because, so, phase beam is the only laser. And lasers fire both weapons at once. So I'm guessing the bug is that it just fires all weapons instead of just the one that the photon and every other weapon does. Every other weapon fires 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And when there's multiple weapons on a Corvette, it goes do 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 and just keeps doing it in order. So if the phase beam, it's always multiplied by 2. But the Corvettes have... I'm assuming this is what's happening. The Corvettes have, like, enabled you to have a load of different weapons. So the phase beam is just multiplying by, like, as many as you have. That's insane. It shouldn't be short range. I bet that's part of it. That must be something... So certain things shouldn't be multiplied, otherwise it makes them worse. Like reductive stats and stuff. And maybe it's doing that with the range. Maybe part of the bug is that it's just multiplying the range, but in the opposite way as you'd want, so it's just making it super short range. Oh, y'all must be on permanent max difficulty for anything to be a threat. Yeah. I mean, like, this is the motto of min-maxing is because we can. Like, there's no good reason to do all this other than I want it. Min-max is too tedious for me. I just want to play the game. Oh yeah, I mean, min-maxing is too tedious, I'd say, or just not interesting to most players, I'd say. A lot of players want the best, but they want to be told how to get the best with as little effort as possible. They're not interested in min-maxing as a... Like, I get enjoyment from min-maxing. And that's why I do it. And that's what makes me good at making the guides, because I enjoy the process of working things out. I don't like watching guides, I like making them. So. Yo, Trey, man, thank you, dude. We appreciate the time you take to answer questions. Thank you, man. How's it? Very much appreciate that, dude. What's it? Hashtag 07 Trey into chat. Cheers, man. I've made another thing on the sandbox to play with. Yeah. No, I get it. It's the same thing as when I build a vet that looks perfect. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. It's just like you're getting that extra little bit. It doesn't make a difference. It's like when I was explaining in that video the other day with this one. So this has a supercharger there and 3 here or something. Or maybe there and 3 here. Or there and 3 here. Anyway, it has like 1 and then 3. I explained that you have the 6 modules, so 3 Sentinel, 3 X or S in a pattern. Then you have the core module in the separate one. Then there's a gap. If you want to super min-max, you put the Boltcaster upgrade, the blueprint upgrade that has the shots per burst on, or it might be like clip size or something. You put that one there, it'll almost certainly make no difference, but it might. And if you want to make it perfect, the best it could possibly be, you'd want to put it there probably. It's between two things, it's getting a potential extra lesser bonus. That's it. Like, that's what it is basically. That's not fast enough or easy enough for most people. Also, it's just precise like the Blaze Javelin. You have to be good to use it. Yeah, the phase beam is very it takes a bit. The phase beam is like the pulse spitter. It takes a bit to the Blaze Javelin. It takes a bit to use. I can't be asked with the Blaze Javelin. I can't be asked to learn it. Right, so we now have our Swish Tasmic things. Let's increase our exosuit slots so we have more to work with all the organs we picked up. And we can increase one of these. So I'll ask you guys, which one should we upgrade? The alien or the royal? Honestly, it's abandoned. Although actually, we need the weapon mainly for... yeah, I think we need a multi-tool as much in abandoned as we do in others. Yeah, I'll leave it up to you guys. If you say in chat your vote. So, purchase. They're both 166. One there. Then we'll put the rest in here for space. Nice. Fail on slots because it's a pistol. Oh, well, do you like the amount of slots? Basically, so you can get... Like, you can upgrade it. Like, we can upgrade this to 60. The same with any multi-tool. It being a pistol, the only difference is that it just comes with a smaller amount of slots by default. That's literally the only difference. It's just spawned in with fewer slots, but you can upgrade it to as many as a rifle. When it means less in abandon, so damage going... Well, it wouldn't really have anything to do with money. The only thing that Royal would have over it is the mining. So for mining resources. I'm left-handed, and in VR that means nothing. Aims right unless I close one eye. So, right, I'm going to read this again from the start. I'm left-handed, and in VR that means nothing. Aims right unless I close one eye. Then they let you switch handedness, but not eye dominance. And for some people, hand-eye dominance don't align. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I thought a royal was the same as an experimental is in stats. It is better at scanning, but the thing it's also better at should be mining, and that is the one that counts. The scanning that it is better at is only a radius thing. It's got nothing to do with the scanning mods. Has it? It won't affect fauna analysis or anything. Yes, experimentally scanning, only Atlantid has a mining bonus. No, they all have a mining bonus. They're just different to each other. Right, Atlantid has the best mining bonus. But they all have a mining bonus. Right, let's see if I can find the spreadsheet where I've got them all the stats marked out. If it takes too long, I'll stop. Oh, I have another spreadsheet called 2222. For fuck's sake, I need to start naming them properly. I have another one called Book 1. That might actually be the one I need, Book 1. In fact, let's look at Book 1. Okay, this has all the stats for ship. It probably has multi-tool as well. Multi-layer, global search, launch thruster calculations. No, this isn't what I need. Oh, there's more. That interaction. Okay, yes, this isn't. I have the ships here. Sorry for being confusing in VR. You have to use your right eye to aim down the multi-tool sights. Oh, now I understand what you mean. Whether you have right-handed or left-handed VR mode now. I thought Alien and Experimental Royal are comparable for mining, just better than rifles and pistols. There might be. I thought that mine was a bit better. I'll just bring up the wiki because that'll be quicker than me looking through 1,000 spreadsheets. I'll have the same stats. It just won't be as neat in the or exactly what we're looking for. So, multi-tool NMS. Bring it up. Oh. So, I don't know who did this, but they stupefied the wiki. There's no numbers. They've just got low, medium, high. I nearly said the R word then. That's fucking stupid though, whoever did that. Right. So, it doesn't say the friggin' numbers, but it has low, then medium for experimental royal pistol. Rifle is minimum, Sentinel's low, Voltaic stuff low, Atlantid high. So for mining, Alien is also low, yeah. And Experimental Royal are higher. I thought that was the case, but I can't. What are the numbers? Was it coming out with this? Who changed this to that? Or has it always been that way? Or it didn't have it before? Mining speed. Bullet effectiveness. That's a weird way to say it. Atlantid, pistol, experimental exotic. So pistol's higher than experimental exotic. What? Then alien, then Sentinel Voltaic rifle. NMS resources has the numbers. I'll you should provide some results. Nope. Oh, this website is sometimes a little. It's like a crackhead gif. Gives me a seizure. Okay, here we go. This is the thing. Oh, it's a thumbnail to a video. It's really bad audio. It's a good website for the information. It's just a lot. I need to reload that, I think, so that it shows it without a thing. So, right, reload this. I can't find the PNG. That's the problem. It's just like a page of 1,000 PNGs. I'll wait for the whole page to load fully. Give it a second. Occam's razor. That could be cool. Like I said, it's good information, everything. It's all here. Ah, a new tool. That's nice. Oh, look. Wait, I'll show you the thing. Do my videos. That's nice of him. Right. Where is it? I can't find the thing again now. I'm trying to find the PNG with the set of the pictures. Well, do a different thing. Takes you a form to fill out. Right. Thank you, Sonlito. Right, yeah, I'll look at that. Like I said, if you want the good information, it is here. So let's have a look. See. Oh, that one. That isn't even the one I was looking at. Where on this does it say? Okay, yeah, sweet. It has that. Cool, cool. Thank you. This is the one. This will do. I mean, yeah, pretty rare. Yeah, Alien Experimental are the two rarest in basic normal cabinets. Sentinel are in different cabinets altogether, so a Royal. So mining on Royal 25 to 30, Alien is 15 to 20. So we see how big the mining is on the one we have. Can do that by a save editor without actually editing anything. Right, so I'll just bring that up so y'all can see. Y'all can say. Where is the save editor? Jar? Now, I don't think I can... Is it C+? Does anyone know how to increase the size of just a normal, like magnify a normal application window? Maybe view? Inventory scale, 1.1 looks and feel. So let's try that. Try scaling by 300%. I don't think it's going to do anything. But right, so we'll it'll be in abandoned mode, multi-tool. So this is the current pistol that we're looking at. This has 34.999588801 damage, so basically max. The mining is 17.92, so halfway between 15 and 20, roughly. Scan is 58.7, and if we switch to the Royal, it has a mining of 28.5, so almost max. And the damage is 24.9. It's basically the opposite. We're like switching 10% from damage to mining or vice versa. If we go with one. And the scan is 100, but... Okay. Right. Oh, when it... Is that... Oh, yeah. Oh, it did increase this by 300. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Why? There we go. Control plus... I tried that. Oh, or control mouse wheel. Right. Nope, not doing anything. Maybe this goat fungus is saved. It just doesn't have that functionality. Right. Let's turn this off. Oh man, we've gone heavy on the maths and stuff today. Obviously, if you have any other questions, stuff, always happy to answer to the best of my ability. Right, Going to right, here's a PNG. If you pick the alien, it needs a name change to Occam's Razor. Yeah. I pinged it to you in Discord, Zane. So I think, right, we'll just do it once more then. So now we know exactly the difference. It's mining speed or whatever versus damage. So which ones would you go for? Sorry, I know some of you all already said, but just say it again. And then we'll go with that. So Alien or Royal. We'll still change this to Occam's Razor. Still alien. Mining is more useful in abandoned mode universe. It is, which is why I'm asking like a thing. Honestly, I'll probably do both eventually. This is more what we're doing today. Plus, I won't be able to do the other one for a while because this is going to use all my augments for increasing the slots. This is more what do you want to see done today. We won't be concentrating on the bulk caster on either one. Can scanning discoveries unit bonuses get an SC bump? Yeah, they do, yeah, big time. It's a 25% bump. Now, scanning modules are a weird one. I don't think... I'm fairly sure of this, but I'm not 100% now because it's been a while. But I'm pretty sure scanning... Right, oh, so yeah, so scanning bonuses are additive, they're not multiplicative. The base stats on me. The stats that you see on scanning upgrade modules, they're additive, even though they're displayed as multiplicative, and you'd have thought they'd be multiplicative, they're not. You can tell this by how they gain adjacency bonus. They gain adjacency additively, so when you see, and same as supercharge, so when you put it in a supercharge slot, you are gaining 25% of the bonus that's on that module. You are not gaining 25% of all modules put together, which is what you'd normally see with a multiplicative. However, the bonus from the nutrient ingester on the fauna or flora scanning is multiplicative. It's a modifier of what exists, similar to how damage on a bolt caster gun or something, or even the mining beam, the damage stat is additive. So if you have a 2% bonus on a bolt caster module, it's actually more like 3 damage. That 3 damage is added to the base stat. If you supercharge that, it's 25% of 3 damage, so it's not even 1. Whereas if it was multiplicative, it would be 25% of 103. This time it's 25% of 3, if that makes sense. But the damage bonus on this will be the percentage, like 30% damage bonus is 30% of the whole thing. So the base stat plus all the add-ons and bonuses. Right. So let's go with, so it's alien. Well, Space User didn't technically say mining. I mean, he said mining, he didn't technically say royal. I don't know if he's voting for royal, which means 50-50. So either, like if he did, so either we go with alien or we heads or tails it. So I'd say heads alien, tails royal. His heads, so alien definitely. Right, let's do the alien. So we're going to increase the slots on this. We'll have to go to a station. Because I think the one up here is just, this scraps them, doesn't it? Yeah. Alien vs Predator subscribed. It's AVP. Current system, let's just get to that. Now, I might have them in my storage, though, some of them. I've definitely got 13 on me. Here's our multi-upgrade station. You can always pick up an Atlantid for mining later. To be honest, that's probably the way, yeah. I think that would be the best one for doing an actual find on a, like finding our own on an abandoned mode. Like Sentinel would probably be the peak anyway for damage. I mean, well, it is. Staff and Sentinel share the same max, but Sentinel is 35 to 50% damage, whereas Staffs are 25 to 50, I think. Anyway, new expand slot. So new slot. How much money have I got on this save? 34 mil. Do we buy a few slots first just to maximize the amount of slots we can get? Or we could buy 2. We got 14. So this will be 10. So, here, let's get the supercharge before we do anything else. Oh, yeah. Damn it. I want that as well. Okay, we could get that. Cool. Okay. We've got the main ones. Cool. So these are slots we work with. Pretty good. Slots before class upgrades is always the rule of thumb, right? It doesn't matter. So, my staff is 48. Nice. Can you get Atlanted MTs and abandon? Oh, actually, damn. Can I? Do I need the polyphonic thingamadoodle? No, wait, no. We can test this out pretty easily. If I go to a Korvax monolith, does the thing pop up? If it does, we're good. We will check that today. Isn't it just Atlantidium to unlock the pedestals? It is, but you don't see them in normal mode until you've completed, like, They Who Returned, do you? Let's check it out. Right, so, did he do us? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but we can test to see. Because we don't need the interstellar multitudes to get purple systems. But whether they thought of the other thing or not, we don't know. I visited, okay. Right, so I guess we get the slots out of the other one first. We can put them in here. So I think the main thing we should focus on first is maybe mining. I think that'll still help damage, I think anyway. Or, and we can focus on both. We don't need to use all 4 slots for the one thing. I know thing but a chicken wing. We can't take the runic lens out at all there, buddy. I mean, technically, because we can put a mining beam in this would be better for mining anyway. Actually, I still need to test that, whether that's actually true. It's tricky to work out how to test that. Oh. Do you ever use inventory sorting feature? As little as possible, because there were bugs around it when it first popped in. Boot shit up. Paralysis motor, baby. I don't need to put that one in. Skip it a doo doo. If I had a shabba doo 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 boom, a jabber in the morning. So let's put these bad boys in here. So if we did this, that would pretty much be peak for these. Do we want to do that, or do we wait until that's actually useful to us? You know what? We need cash, so let's do that first. This, like, it does feckle. I think it might be greater, so... No, yeah, this one doesn't even... Oh, wait, oh, there's that, that's why. There we go. So, because it's additive, these are all giving each other a 6% bonus. So that is... It's not bad. Like, you're adding 12% onto the specific buff, so it's pretty good. But it's not as good as that. Because of supercharge. So I would want the highest level one, like the lowest level one here. So for fauna, 13.3, 13.01, 12.8. So there we go. That's peak for that. For this specific multi-tool. It'd be peaker if we had a little L. So you'd want the L. So on the Explorer one, with the Royal one we've got, we could use the cross of the L and have the other one to use for something else. That'd be peak, and this wouldn't be in a supercharge because the base is... The base stat for scanner is 1,000 plus 1,000, so that's not 2,000 because only 1,000 of it is actually impacted. It's like the main module has 1,000 on it, and then 1,000 comes from nowhere. Find what it's like. And so the 1,000 base, it's 1,000 base, but without any upgrades, it'll give you 2,000. Right. So if we're going to use this, then probably put the mining beam in that. Is this an upgrade? It is. It's a C-class mining beam upgrade, so we'll get rid of that. Put the others in here. And we'll put these in a good old layout of Rooney Doodles. I don't remember, but I think mining beam is a greater module. I actually had that. I had that spreadsheet open earlier. Book 1. Whenever you use it, sorting it yourself is how you find it again later. Do you need the autophagy efficient AI say? Oh, isn't it just Atlantidium to AI or Al? Yo, Cockabelly Bob, how's it going, man? 07 chat, thanks for all the thumbs up to show your appreciation for Zane's World for his time video. Hells yeah. How's it going, Cockabelly? I hope you're having a swish one. No, you cannot get Atlanted multitools in abandoned mode because the necessary autophagy quest lines are available. That's annoying, son of a bitch. Oh, that's what AI says. Do you ever use the inventory sort of feature? I never use it. Sort of use it yourself. Get a scanner range. Shouldn't the optical drill? So the scanner range, I believe, only matters for when you press C. You know the C scanner. It has nothing to do with the analysis mortar. That's like those are set ranges. When you press C, and it scans out from you and shows you little icons of the things around you, that's the only thing that's scanning. Bonus effects, I believe. Scanning radius and everything. Then the optical drill being the super slot. So, like with Pulse Engine, Mining Beam will have the Mining Beam power bonus or whatever that the optical drill has on the main module as well. The main module doesn't just have the power, it also has all the other stuff. So, oh, I almost thought you could see flora and fauna further away. I always thought. So, I thought that as well, but someone did a test recently, just brought it up, and I confirmed their test on stream a little while ago. And I think it was that everything in Analysis Visor is static ranges, I think. And it's only the C that matters. I can't remember who it was then. Right, so let's see. We have stat interactions. No, we want technology group interactions. Here we go. I'll let you bring it up on the stream. This is what I originally made for the... God, this is 3 years old then. What I originally made for the thingy video, the adjacency bonus video. The mining beam, the main mining beam is a greater module. Plasma resonator. I don't know if I didn't know or whether it was neutral or what. Advanced mining lasers, they're all greater modules, which means that we shouldn't peck around. Yes, the base scanner is lesser. So that's only giving a 5% bonus, not 6% to each one. And it's not getting anything from that, not that it matters. I tested all these, like, I modded stats onto different things to be able to, like, I checked all the Starship module interactions by putting hyperdrive range on every module so that I could see the difference it made. So, yeah, but why do I not know what the neutron cannon is? I think it's all greater for that. I just can see the only weapon that is a lesser is a bolt caster for that. Took a while to do all this. Right. For my storage containers, I auto sort 7 containers for bulk stuff, and then 3 I leave open for important stuff, and sort myself. Best of both worlds, find stuff. Ah, nice. Right, so let's take this off. I put my dashboard back. These are unique stuff from Titan and Relic expeditions that should be brought back to regular save. I don't know. I'll have a look when they pop back in. My storage containers are more or less sorted in the same way as the game discoveries catalog. Right, so for this, we have 3 X-class upgrades. We have the advanced, and then the optical drill. This is mine. Oh, I didn't check. I have the stats. I have that in the thing. Stat interactions. It should be on that. I should have every stat for every module in the game listed on this other sheet. Yes. So the mining beam has the weapon _ laser _ mining bonus stat as the base stat of 1, which is just 1 as the base stat, like true. The optical drill is then 1.5. So it adds 50%, the modifier, multiplicative. So this not only has the mining beam mining bonus, but it also has weapon laser drain, weapon laser reload time, weapon laser damage, weapon laser heat time, and weapon laser mining speed. These are all the base stats. So are these all multiplicative, or? The heat time is set to 8 seconds. The damage is set to 20 as base. The reload time is 0.6. I assume that's seconds. The drain time is 1.2 seconds per 0.5%. Like I said, I spent the entire January, like 3 years ago, doing all this, and I only ever made the freaking adjacency bonus video, because I'm an idiot. I need to retest so much of this stuff to actually do it now. So yeah, basically, it's almost always worth focusing the core module in the super slot. By the way, the runic lens is identical in stats to the mining beam. Battery helped out in finding sentinel ships, and most importantly, the dragonfly style. Hells yeah! Well, I'm glad I could help. Wishadoos, and welcome, by the way, Obsidian, as a first-time chatter on Twitcher Doodles. Right, so these are all greater modules. This won't gain much, but it's mining speed. Actually, damn it. Are they all greater modules? Yes, they are, yeah, cool. Right, so that has mining speed, that's multiplicative. This has mining speed, and that's multiplicative. So we definitely want that. We want to focus on that one. These have mining speed, all of them. So this mining speed's like, it's like rate of fire. You want that on all the upgrades if you can. This is resources mined. So this is definitely a peak stat. you definitely want... Honestly, this is kind of how you'd go. I feel like you might want to have another one touching this underneath, but I don't think that's the case with mining speed on these and stuff. I think this is probably just the peak to have. You want this being touched on 3 sides. So out of a 2x3, the priority slots are these 2 middle ones because they're getting touched on 3 sides. Then these other 4 slots are the exact same priority. So you want your 2 greatest modules in these 2. So that means, is it better to have mining speed buffed or resources mined buffed? Both of them will be buffed the same percentage. As mining speed is on 5 different modules, and resources mined is only on 1, even though this is a way higher stat. Which is getting higher, and which is worth more? So, yo, Cockabay Bob, thank you for the 200 bits, very much appreciated. Shadazy. So, if you're just looking at basic stats, then you'd have to do a lot of maths. Let's just do it. Right, I need my phone. I have my phone. So, if we get the calculator up on here, we can work out what the stats are going to be. So, this optical drill is... So, the base stat is 1. So, 1 times 1.25 times... No, times, you bastard. Times 1.5 times 1.25. That is then also multiplied, and so is that. That's multiplied by... They're all greater, so it's a 4% bonus, so 4, 8, 12, so 1.12. And this one is 2 bonuses, so it's 1.08. That gives us a resources mined of 283.5%. If I only have the 1 supercharged slot of the mining beam, I use the drill. You should really use the main module. So, if you supercharge that, you are only getting resources mined increased by 25%. If you put that in if you put the main module in, you are getting that as well. Resources mined is being increased by 25%. But it's also increasing base damage, heat drain, every stat basically. Access volumes. Hells yeah, there, Cockabelly. Right, so I think I'm working this out, but it doesn't matter because we don't know if they're equal. So that's 283.5% anyway, so we can just see if the stat's crazy. So then the speed stat would be, say, 1 times 1.25, just so we can see the percentage of the base stat. Times 1.12 multiplied by 1.15. I think I should do the other one wrong. I think I multiplied both by 1.25 for no fucking reason. It would be different. So 1.15 multiplied by 1.08 multiplied by 1.07 multiplied by 1.12 multiplied by 1.2 multiplied by 1.08 multiplied by 1.07 multiplied by 1.08. That gives us 312% mining speed in this setup. By the way, it doesn't matter which of the ones with mining speed goes in that middle. Even that's 15 and that's higher than 7, it doesn't matter because it's multiplicative. It only matters for additive. These days it doesn't matter for me since I get different tools for mining and damage hotkey to switch between. If I mean, yeah, so like if you, ideally you'd have like the full 4 in a cube for your mining. The issue is, does this go there or this go there? Are there any other things that this is getting? Mining speed, heat dispersion I think is reductive, doesn't matter. Overheat downtime is reductive, fuel efficiency is also reductive. So the only thing that's getting buffed on this module is speed. Yeah. So literally speed versus resources mined. Fuck it, resources mined. Let's just do that. There we go. I'm going to call that peak. I think low-quality NMS YouTubers give bad advice, don't test it, and then parrot each other, I think. I've seen 5 or 6 MT videos saying for mining supercharger or optical drill first. You know what? We can put this to rest fully. We can test it on stream now. Right, so let's go down to a planet. Let's get to the base. I think we have a base on this save, don't we? Not always for supercharge. It depends on the module, yeah. I mean, I don't see the point. Why would you want to come and watch? Oh, you're watching now. So, oh, can we use this again yet? We can! Ella! We're going to get our first glyph. Now, I mean, I generally don't like have people on the in the game at the same time as the stream, especially on a permadeath one. Attain the glyph and with it the ability to travel to a known world. I've just got a second glyph, memory fragment. Right, so it's only a brief test anyway. It's going to take seconds. What do we get from that? How's my gauntlets? Do we not have that? We don't have that. Awesome. Hells yeah, that's freaking useful. Right, so we will separate the main and the optical drill from everything. We will save. I love that it's... Oh, I thought that was floating. But I'd still have to take off. Oh, it is! Okay, cool. I'm glad that I did that then. So I need to save. Oh. Oh, it is, but it won't... There we go. So, here's a save point. So, we'll use this rock. Now, do these rocks give the same each time? Let's test that first. $23. It used to be easier to test this because we could test an exact amount from crops. Could just use the beamer. Oh well. I think it was this one, wasn't it? I think. Yeah, it was this one. 23. Third time. I wonder if 23 is even enough to see a difference. Oh well, it would just need to be the same, but we can show without any supercharge to show the difference. Yo, Marco, what up? You know, I never find anyone ever curious to test timing stuff for frigate expeditions. Dark Lord has done so much frigate testing. Right, third time, 23. 23. Right, let's reload, and then we'll switch the modules with each other. This will be interesting if it's different. By the way, if I'm right, it should be the same. Oh. Even put it in the same slot so people can't complain. $24! Oh, god damn it. Is this a thing? Why is that not working then? Makes no sense. Is this the thing now? This is why you test every little thing. Why is it supercharging the optical drill but not the main module stat? And being able to beat all 5 air frigate expeditions in less than 5-6 minutes is nice. Get some that are 40 seconds. Holy crap. Right. Those YouTubers might be right. $24. Just do this once more. Oh, I'll reload and do it once more. I do have screenshots of it. Yabba. So yeah. Bill, this is interesting. If it's buffed too much and such, it does have visual errors. So am I actually right about something? Dude, you're right. You're right a lot of the time. What are you saying it as if you're always wrong? Right. This is with the thingy on. Is 24 again? No, 23, sorry. So that, he's giving more. It's giving one more. Does that make sense? Right. So, try to make sense of it. So, resources mined. In this case, it is 1.5 and it's showing us 23. If that's not buffing resources mined at all, then this should be... Oh, this is rounded, right. 1.5, so let's just do 23 divided by 1.5, so 15.3. Then, if we increase 15.3 times by 1.25, it should be... Wait, what? No. Then 23 times by 1.25 should be 28. So something is off. It's not... It is... So, this is buffing mined. It is buffing resources mined. It's just not buffing it normally. What the fuck is going on? Doesn't make any sense. Basically, if it's not buffing the resources mined here, but it is there, then... Oh, by the way, you should still do this. I'll explain why in a sec. So, if it's not buffing resources mined like here, it shouldn't be 24. It should be higher. So if it was 24, then divided by 1.25, it should be 19.2 when it's on there. But it's 23. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, let's have a look. Sorry, we haven't done it with nothing in the thing. Let's have a look. I haven't done it with nothing in the thing yet. Oh, not autosave. Reload. Restore point. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot to do that because I was just surprised by the fact that it's doing this. We can see whether if it's 23 at that, then it makes no sense though, because it's not buffing. It's not buffing it properly. Right. Oh yeah, restore point. Well, I'm not actually sure what the pictures are showing, Armates, but I mean, you're free to DM me on Discord or something with the pictures if you wanted, or what have you. Right. Could be a round ago. But... Right, so we'll now take both out. Oh, I don't know why I moved that, but, you know. So, you should still do this over that. And the reason is, while resources mined is 1 more versus that in this example, this still has 4 more stats than that. And let's see if it is buffing damage. So, let's restore point again. Well, yeah, I mean, you can put it in Discord as well if you want, but if there's a lot, I'm not sure if it's a thing. You DM'd it, cool. Sweet, I'll check it out after. So you still don't want to do the optical drill over the main, because all you're gaining is a very slight. It's not a full buff to the resources mined over the main mining beam. But even if I can show now that it buffs damage on that one, then it proves that you should still do that. I don't like to overload. It just has 3 pictures. I don't like to... Ah, cool. Right, so we'll check the damage here. So 100, 100. Well. $51.50. That's too much. 75. It's combined numbers sometimes. 68. Right, if you're buffing friggin' numbers. So this is something I learned 3 years ago when I was doing stats. I don't think I've ever mentioned. Actually, I've mentioned this before. You don't check numbers like that. We need a manufacturing facility. Do I just switch to a different save to do it on? I already have a base at one on one of the saves. Let's have a quick look. Oh, shit, did I miss something? It's in there. I'm not sure who that was to. Oh, that was on YouTube, damn it. I could just be running. Yeah. Right, so so let's switch to launch day. And very mathsy. Barely put anything in the damn multi-tool. At least we're finding answers though. Questions, homies. Let's see if I still have the base. It's been 3 years, so I probably deleted it, unfortunately. Might not even be on this bloody save. Oh. Bushy base, portal base. Would that work? It might work here. I think that's an operation center. So we can use that. I can't... It might be one of these just random named ones. Let's do it here. That'll work. That's from one of the rendezvous, from the previous expeditions. Mm-hmm. Do scoop boo do scrap do. It wasn't the Zane Stasis stats. Oh wait, was there a stats base? Was there literally a base called Zane Stats Base that I just thought maybe was Stasis Base or something? Oh look. Or are you just making a joke, you bastard? Hey bastard, make a joke. I'll have you. Right, here's the door. So, the reason this works, these doors have no modifiers on them. These doors are one of the only things in the game that will just take base damage and it's consistent. So, I, in the past, have used these doors to measure damage from weapons. So, that's why we're here. Let's get a save point. Right. So... where the hell's the mining beam? Oh, I've got a runic lens. Hijack laser, sorry. That'll work. Oh, I need to use one of these. So, all we need to prove to make this viable a choice over this is to prove that this is damage is buffed. We've actually already done that, really, but by having it supercharged. Oh, and it shouldn't be touching that. There we are. Oh. Oh, hijack laser, that's why I was looking for mining beam. Okay, you can't do the mining beam because you can't damage them with a friggin' mining beam now. We'll do a tree then. Goodness sake. It works with weapons though. You still undo the door with weapons. It's nice base damage. You can even see the numbers of the scatter blaster and stuff. It's really good for it. The biggest I'm just waiting for them to loosen me. The biggest thing I found when testing all the stats and stuff in the game was the hardest thing was finding ways to test each stat. And like some of the times I had to try and work out how to test the stat without knowing how it's calculated. So I had to do various tests to work out how it's calculated in the first place, and that took forever. So it's like pulse drive power. That, I believe, the base stat is like 30,000 units per second, or 30,000 U per second you travel at in pulse at the base speed. And pulse drive fuel efficiency uses 0.5% every second, I think, a base and stuff. It's like a whole thing. Ocean resetting. Thank you. Will it continue to reset? If I just stand here, maybe it's where I'm standing. Pain dummies will be cool. The issue is, the stuff I'm doing is basically Zane ruins everything because I'm pulling the veil away from the magic. Oh, that's cool. Like, this is cool how this works. It's just, if you get this one, it's better. But I'm all... No, this is exactly how it works. It's not cool, man. It's just really simple. It's like, oh, there are hundreds of different economy types. No, there's not. There's 8. Damn it. They just name different things for each one. No, well, each economy type has 8 different names. They've actually simplified that since. That's like the game mechanics are generally more simple in that way than you think. And they just dress them up to make them look cooler. Which is good. It's just, it makes it more of a cooler experience. But then I'm the guy who comes in and ruins it. Right, so. Oh. 56. 84. 56. 56. $105. 70 is likely the one. So 70. 56 versus 70. It is obviously higher. So the supercharged slot, what the conclusion of all this is, the supercharged slot, for some reason, will give a very, very, very slightly lower amount, like bonus, to the resources mined stat on the main module than the optical drill. However, the main module has 4 or 5 extra stats, at least one of which, damage, and most likely all of which are also buffed by the supercharged slot. Meaning that you're either choosing between having 6 or 5 or 6 stats buffed, and or only having resources mined buffed very, very slightly more, like, but not noticeably more. Getting to the inner machinations of something is not ruining. It depends. Like, so it's ruining the magic. It absolutely is, in my opinion. Like, so like in Valheim, you might get attacked by serpents when you go out, and that puts a little fear in you. And it's like, oh, when am I going to be attacked by a serpent? But you don't get attacked because it's daytime. And when you know how they spawn, which is a 5% chance per sector of the game, provided it's a full ocean biome, which is checked every, is it 5 or 6 seconds? Until it spawns, at which point there's a cooldown of 9 minutes. And all that happens only with a 5% chance at night or in a storm. If it's night and storming, it's additive, so you get 10% chance. You then know that no matter how much you sail in the day, you will never be attacked by a sea serpent. I think that has ruined some of the magic, personally. But also, it helps me hunt serpents, because when it's storming at night, I am in that boat, and I am catching 3 or 4 serpents a night, and eating good. Yeah, it's swings and roundabouts in it. So basically, time versus resources, which you value most. It's not that, though. Doing curious balls of resources bad. Well, no, so... Well... I would still say no. I would still say, no matter what, it's the mining beam, not the optical drill. Well, it depends on the amount. So basically, if you're doing curious deposits, the time you're saving is likely greater than the amount extra you're getting, because you're getting such a tiny amount extra that... Okay, right, there is one circumstance where it would be better to use the optical drill. That is if mining curious deposits and you are not using a short-range teleporter to go between two sets. So if you are doing curious deposits and you're just mining them a single time, then putting all of that into refiners, then the optical drill is the better choice. Potentially, we still actually don't know. So let's do that one last test. Because I'm ridiculous. We're going to pick a specific tree that will give more resources than a rock that gave 23. In a mode that gives more resources anyway. Because it's like when you're doing the converting units to nanites at a pirate station, there are two different suspicious packet types. The suspicious packet tech... Oh, I've got to bloody shoot this again. That took way too long. Ah! There you go. So, the suspicious packet tech are way more unit to nanite efficient. However, I will always suggest that you do the tech and arms by both, because your time is worth more than that, like, lowering of efficiency when specifically converting units to nanites. The extra units it costs you to get the arms is worth the time you save of not having to go to twice the amount of space stations to only get the tech. That's kind of what I mean. So if you had two supercharge slots next to each other on the second column, you'd put miner beam in one and optical drill in the other if you wanted to optimize mining. That's a tricky one. I think I'd need to test that. By default, I'd probably just say you'll be fine either way, just do optical drill. Because you'll get more per thing. If it's like curious deposits, 100% optical drill. If it's the others, a supercharged slot, it's different to before, because a supercharged slot doesn't just do mining speed like adjacency does. It will also buff the 3 reductive stats: overheat downtime, heat dispersion, fuel efficiency. Fuel efficiency doesn't matter here. Overheat downtime does, and whether it's good or bad depends on exactly how you're mining. Heat dispersion is also the same as overheat downtime. I would say yes, definitely optical drill. Primarily because unless you're mining a lot, heat dispersion and overheat downtime is hurtful. And that's the same for if you have a hijack laser and you put a mining beam on. So if you're only getting a bit at a time, it's kind of hurtful to have mining beam and hijack laser or runic lens. This is because it will massively, and it's not just double, it's like 10 to 15 times, it will massively increase the time to overheat. Because of those 2 stats that work into it, multiplicative natures and everything. That's because mining beams work on a ramped up overheat damage thing. So the base stat of that damage is 20, but that's only the start. If you actually... Can I switch to one that has no buffs? Oh. Son of a... That'll do. It has a buff. Bit of mining speed, but it's not buffing damage. Right, so let's get away from Centaur so they get RC. They start resetting when you're in the inventory. Oh, interesting. Oh wait, they're after me again. I haven't done anything. What? Is this an aggressive... Oh, it's an aggressive Centaur planet, that's why. There we go, I've got... Oh, it's still resetting. Okay, this planet's shitty. Right, let's just go to a thing. We don't need... We can ignore these. Let's just go to a tree over here. So, we'll see that the base stat is like 50 or whatever. 23. So then, as you see, this will keep going up when the overheat goes on and goes up. See, now it's way higher. It's like super higher. It's not just double. It's going like way, way higher. And by increasing the overheat downtime, the heat dispersion by like 10 to 15 times and making it so you have to like hold it down for a minute or so to reach that overheat point, you are also increasing the time it takes to get to that higher damage and therefore mine far quicker. That's the downside of having both a runic lens and a mining beam. Just reload. So that is something I haven't tested to see whether the juice is worth the squeeze with the two. If you're only doing quick mining. The issue is with testing it. It depends how much mining you do. When you mine something, are you just quickly mining one plant? Or are you mining 5? Or are you mining 20? It completely changes for you the more you do it. If you're going to get both the mining laser, if you're going to put the mining beam on the, like a runic lens one and stuff, then I would recommend it be one if you're only doing like 20 or something, or more. But maybe. Again, I haven't tested. So yeah, all that. After all that, I'd recommend having doing that over the optical drill. And then the optical drill is the second best to supercharge. And it's less of... I don't think it matters as much whether it's between that and something with mining speed. Whether it's this or one of the buffs. When it comes to supercharge, it matters because it will affect the reductive stats. When it comes to adjacency, it doesn't. The advanced mining laser is the same as that when it comes to adjacency bonus, but not supercharged. This is peak in supercharged. Right, yeah. So let's get back to abandoned. Kick sentinels in head. Oh wait, so did I hit a sentinel on the way past? Is that why I pissed them off? I thought it was an aggressive planet. Oh, I mean, it definitely is because it's from that one. Because this is that base is from the expedition where we needed to kill like 3 walkers or something. So I chose a planet with aggressive sentinels in the Rendezvous 5 system, but a base down by an operation center. Make it easier for people to get the walkers, because they always spawn outside of an operation center on a aggressive sentinel planet. Doodle-doo-doo. G'day, Junt. How's it going, man? Good day as a doozies. Rock the Casbah, shadoo babadoo. Yeah, hello, Mr. Rock. You'll be Special Rock from now on. This is a terrible base, but there's no thing. There's no chicken wooling, buddy. Get back into that spoople. Oh, I hate the colours here. I wish we'd get teleporters on the these as well, the corvettes. Let's say deactivate, you can bump them, they don't care. Oh yeah, once you deactivate them. Yeah, you know, breakfast time. Hell to you. And does anyone have any other questions? We've gone heavily into stats and stuff today. Well, I'm glad we could clear that up about the mining beam thing. But yeah, you should, in almost every single situation, you should choose the main mining beam over the optical drill. The optical drill is definitely best for the second choice. And that's our layout. Good day, is it? That should give us a real nice layout. Oh. Just sells an extra 25% there. Let's put the rest of the neutron cannon. We need an extra thing for the neutron cannon. Altcaster. Altcaster. Now, I think we should stick with just. Do I not have? Do I not have X classes for the Boltcaster and stuff? Did I not do that? It's a shame the color of the atmosphere affects shipping. Yeah. Looks like you juiced it to drink. Oh, there's more exosuit slots in that. Hello. Oh, here's the weapons one. We haven't opened them yet. Yabba, yabba. Yabba dabba do one, son. Now, I'll put these ship ones in here for the moment. I'm not seeing any of the multi... Oh, there's a multiple one. Cool. We haven't done the... Oh, these are just 3 of each one that we kept on the side. So let's open some of these ones. Although first, before we Beyla, let's put some of these extra resources back in here. We just don't need indium on us. I could definitely do with sorting this. So let's quickly do that, to be honest. Probably want... do that to oxygen. Do with putting stellar metals and stuff in a different one. Just cadmium. We can have... So how much cadmium can you fit in? Maybe... Is it just 1,000 in these slots? For this mode? I have 2 slots for each of those or something. I don't know if I really need 2 slots of cadmium. We can have 4 for chromatic metal. Well, actually, just 3, and then 1 for the activated, because we don't need more than... We probably won't ever need the activated. Add more there. We've got that. We'd want cobalt and deuterium and stuff. That would be with the hydrogen. There's cobalt. There's cobalt. Maybe one of each is fine for cobalt and ionized. Same with maybe sodium and sodium nitrate. Do we really need this much? I do have this much. Oh yeah, let's not do all of this now. I can do this off stream, I guess. I could definitely do with getting some of this stuff out of here, though. I can use some of this. I've got so many wiring looms. Oh, that's from all the X-Class ones I took apart. Are there any tricks to find disconnected parts when it won't let you finalize a Corvette? Because of the disconnected parts, you can't find any part colored red. That's tricky. There's no other... Like, the red is the signifier, so there's no other way other than to test things. Because it happens sometimes. It happens for no visual... Like, no obvious reason. Like, it's actually connected. You just need to disconnect and connect it again. It's fine. Yeah, I don't really know what that is. The disorganization hurts my... I've got so many saves that are actually organized. And I enjoy organizing it. I just don't usually have the time. Bonk Beach. Got rid of some of it. Just doing the very simple ones here. So, I haven't got any copper, but there. This seems like I've got it activated yet. Ah! Can I close those parentheses? Okay. Right, so, I put all I wanted to in there. No, there's still another fucking chromatic metal. Okay, cool. It's full of the spaces we allotted. Right, we can now put these here. So we can't get a Galactic Trade Terminal on our ship. That'd be cool. I wonder if it's because... I bet this is why. So Galactic Trade Terminals, like many other things, use coordinate data to decide what is in it. That's how the procedural works. So, like, a Galactic Trade Terminal will change what it sells and its stock levels based on where it is. Its coordinate data defines it. So if you're in a Corvette that is moving, I bet they'd just have to write some extra code that would snapshot it instead of constantly updating or something. Maybe that is why they don't. It might just be a little broken to do that. Makes a sense. Makes a sense. God, that's full of crap as well. Ah, there's more ship ones in there. What the ship? Oh, there's more of these. I don't care about 4 silver. Oh, I could put those away. Or not. Let's just try and open these, and then when it complains, it will complain. There's only 3, it's fine. Right, cool. So, let's sort these out now. Scatter Blaster. Positron. Holy crap, we've got a lot of positron there. Oh, no. Absolute Sasquatch. That's over there. That's here. That's there. There's plasma launcher. Geology cannon. Plasma launcher. Geology cannon. Plasma launcher. Suspicious infra. Photon. Phase beam. Blaze javelin. Pulse spitter. Spitter. Ballcaster. Okay, we have got some ballcasters. Few. That's photon. So this one is cyclotron. Neutron, neutron. Are these all sorted now? I have it in here. Oh. Cool, those are all actually sorted now. I always forget about the sort feature. Oh, son of a bitch, I could have just sorted. I always forget about the bloody sort feature as well. We're talking about it recently. So, it'll actually be helpful if we go to the station and just sell. Do you think? Let's time our way getting to think. Do I have rocket boots? It's a bit dangerous to use rocket boots. Oh, but I like widgets on it. May as well install that. I don't think I brought back packaged rocket boots. We'll time however long it takes to get there, though. We'll do it from the actual terminal too. I ran out of sprint halfway, so getting a jetpack with more stuff would be better. It's not even been 30 seconds. This is viable. Way more than I thought. Took exactly 30 seconds to get there. That ain't bad, homies. It's possible. So we could definitely do this. But my cover parts by value was more enjoyable once I learned I could. Using suit volume. Yeah. Right, so let's sell the few treasures we have. Those gosh darn treasures. They really need to fix warp on pirate and abandoned station. Warp on pirate and abandoned station. What does that mean? Oh, do you mean the teleporter from the Corvette thing? Yeah. Like, it makes sense in an abandoned, but in a, like, but in a pirate, it doesn't make as much sense. It's all that, oh, look at that liquid, it's dripping down, it's all drippy. You don't want a drippy station. Don't want a drippy station. Drippy stations are the worst. You don't want a drippy station. You do want drippy bitches. Sell. Making a little bit of bread. Not much. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. It was a good friend of mine. Now you appear under the runways half the time. I thought they were supposed to fix that. But in the same update that they supposedly fixed it, it happened to me in the expedition, in Breach. There's a one, I think it's Rendezvous 5 it happened at, if you teleported there. And sometimes if you try to fly in with a Corvette, you'd just fly through. It makes no sense. Your mother bitch. Why not use this one? Oh. So, oh god, that's expensive. This is cheaper now. Happy days. Hello. Also use the multi-tool upgrade stash one. Look at me, Schwan. Hello. We only had one, but it was worth the squeeze. Looks like we never went in this station there, buddy. Didn't get our... Ooh, emerge signal. Don't mind if I chicken do. Else to the air. Skibbity doody, the bigging pooty. Right, so... Oh, crapping balls, right. Let's... This is neutron cannon. That's infra knife. Photon? That's photon. Photon! Goga Kyunajutsu! That is Fuzzbomb. Fuzzbomb. That is scatter. Oh, positron ejector. Giant. This is plasma. That is pulspitar. That is scooter blaster. That is blizzjagloon. This is bolt castor. Hell, it's way neater now. That's nice. I like it. You can't let your mateys... Oh, you were doing pirate. You can't let your mateys get soft be using bloody transporters. Soft mateys are dead mateys. I'm not sure why Sonny went pyro, but... Now you appear... Oh, this is Pirate Stations. That's bloody why. I started a new save that can use orbital uplinks even when multiplayer off parks. You so far down the ramp, it's annoying at times. So use orbital uplinks. Oh, so as in you got use the Corvette. I think it was a Corvette Expedition, wasn't it? With the orbital uplinks. Yeah, it puts you so far down the ramp, it's annoying. Oh yeah, because it puts it so if you're using orbital uplinks, it'll put you at 2 or 4, depending on the station type. So if you use those, make sure you have a normal ship as well. And when you want to get in your Corvette, you just switch to and fro, and it will. Once you switch back to the Corvette, it'll put it at the closest one. Always thinking, never confused. So let's get some bolt casterage. We're not going to re-roll stats, but we might just use all but 3, so we have the option to re-roll stats in the future, maybe. So the main thing is we want fire rate on all of them. So we'll confirm that fire rate is on at least 3 of them. It's not. I've only got 2 with fire rate, you absolute bastard. Really? So 2. I got 2 with fire rate. Bullshit. So we keep fire rate 20, which is max. Hella. Fire rate 18, which is pretty high. Now it's whether which one of these we keep. So damage 1, burst shots. So we should probably keep any with 4 on. That'd be the quickest and easiest to go by. I think we can safely delete these. Just easier way to narrow them down. So, damage 1, clip 8. So 181 minus 2. 2, 8.9, 1.9, minus 7. This is clearly superior. So, there's our use. Now, put this out of the way for a moment. We'll then open sesame, feed buns, all of them. Now, we should have 3 from the exposition, I'm going to call it. Are they still in the feckin' anomaly? What a panace. What absolute panace. Yeah. Yeah, for Pirate Stations I also made a hilarious joke for abandoned mode, but nobody could hear it. No! You know, it's a true tragedy being hilarious, because no one will ever understand your genes. I feel you. See, I'm even laughing at that. That's so stupid. See. You know, if you can make yourself laugh, it's fine. I think I have some parts on me as well, so I'll whack them in here. Maybe they're in the ship. Ship poopy, ship poopy, ship poopy, that girl is hot to get. Oh, I could just put it straight in there. Like a non-sausage man. Yes, how's my collection on this save? Ah, it's a bit shit. I haven't got many. That's a little bit shit, I tell you. I started no shave and new tire lopelings. I appear on the runway. Right, switch. I'm caught up a room. Let's pop to the anomaly. Gonna slice him up. Jason would love this system. It's all pink and shit. He likes his purple and pink, that man. Loves it. It's a purple whore. This is so slow. I feel like it's normally quicker than this. Dang it. A lot of people still find it hard to understand British humour, especially Only Fools and Horses, My Python 40 Towers. Monty Python is definitely the one out of those 3 that went worldwide and was appreciated more often. But yeah, it's still kind of like it's appreciated in like a cult, like movie comedy way, but it's respected worldwide, I feel. Only Fools and Horses, though, yeah, it's like when Del Boy's talking about the oh crap! I've only got one of these for the weapon. Ooh. What an anal! Get this in there as well. That's not bloody good. Oh, he's better than nothing. Pirate! I've just realised 20... Actually, I think 20 is the top for that, yeah. So, yeah, it is top for X class. So, that's pretty dang peak, homies. I think we want one with fire rate and the highest damage and stuff. So, this is probably the best one. So, that's the best one to have more adjacency on. So, we'll put these there. And then we'll have the core module touch that one. And then that's our best current. Because we haven't got all the extra blueprints and stuff yet. And we haven't got another 2 of these. Or the oh no, that's for the exosuit. Right, there's some from the autophage. Autophagy. The chandelier scene known to Fools and Horses was voted the funniest scene of all time for British TV. Really? That's cool. Because, like, wasn't that, like, that was a one-time deal as well, wasn't it? Because the chandelier cost, like, thousands. And obviously, back then, it's a British TV show. It wasn't that big. So its budget was really small. Like, yeah. Like, oh, yeah, it's like that one, like, I was in my head just, but I think I wandered off. It's something about Del Boy always thought that French was like top class. Like it's like if you're anything French is like the ultimate like boast of like I'm the man type thing. So like he'd always try to speak French, like throw French words in every so often, but they didn't know what they meant. So like someone would say something and like to imply that he understood, he said mange tout. Like it makes no sense. Good shit, man. Right, and we've got 3 of them left. We'll whack those into the storage. I think we're done today. It is past the finish time. But I think... Although, shall we just quickly... We haven't got the main modules. I think we'll have to... The main thing we sorted, we got too lost in getting... like testing and stuff, but I think that was worth it because we found out some interesting things. Like I didn't know until today that the buff that the main module has is very slightly less than the optical drill when supercharged, specifically regarding resources mined. Like it's very small, but it's there. It's still, again, to reiterate, it's still better to supercharge a main module over this if you can only supercharge one thing. Because this has 5 or 6 stats, that has 1. And one of the stats that this has is that one. And we just know that it's buffed very slightly less than that. But it's minute. It's almost... I don't know if it's statistically insignificant, because if you're doing like runaway mold that's thousands, it's going to be a few hundred extra that you'll get or something. Plenty more if you've really buffed the shit out of mining beam power. But anyway, it's we discovered that. Did we do anything else? Like we talked about a whole lot of stuff. So yeah, hopefully it was useful. The Chandelier episode is 43 years old. Holy crap! But to be fair, Only Fools and Horses was old when I watched it on TV. It was already an old show with reruns when I was a very small child watching it on TV. I'm 39 in a couple of weeks, so that episode's older than me. On Star Wars Andor, they got all French actors to play parts in Gorman, a made-up language they just wanted to sound Frenchy. Well, like in the anime Made in Abyss, there's a language, there's an entire made-up language in it, and it sounds very Spanish. So I actually thought it was Spanish, because in one of the songs... one of the guys sings in it, like he sings half the song in that made-up language, and I assumed it was Spanish, because it's like syllables are all very Spanishy. It's like words like it would say. This is probably not a word in any language, but like Querta or something. It would say like that kind of word, like lots of th sounds, almost lispy. And very light in some places. Really cool though. But yeah, Turns out it's an entire language they just have for this world. It's quite cool when they invent like a new language, so different syllables and sounds, like Elven and shit. Klingon even. Right, thank you everyone for joining. Let's see, I think Jason and A-Train were streaming today with Ark. Maybe Gek as well? Let's see if we can rate them. So, who is online on Twitch? Skew your doom in a land of scadooption. It's that song, by the way. I can't remember the name. Not Gravity. Oh, what is the hell is this? So Train is on with Ark. Is Gek Chan on with Ark? He's not. We'll raid Train. We're going to raid Train anyway. We haven't raided him in a couple of weeks. We haven't a chance. So he's playing Ark. Ark actually looks really interesting. I haven't got time to play it myself, but I thought Pom was on then. It's a different person. Rainwreck. If Pom was on, it would explain where Darklord went. So start raid on there, and for YouTube, edit. Jason with Ark is definitely playing. He might play with Gek as well. Gek's just not streaming. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining. Next stream is tomorrow with Valheim, back on Beyla's Rest with the boys. We'll be taking down the Elder, so keep an eye out for that. Hope to get a No Man's Sky video out on Tuesday. Tuesday and or Wednesday. Also Friday. I'll be streaming Valheim on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I'm going to see how it affects the YouTube with Raid streaming that much of a different game. But I'll definitely be streaming on Twitch for all of them. And hopefully YouTube as well. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining. Have an awesome one. I'll catch you next time. Raid.
In proximity to me, Gek was